Now let's see what the weather is doing for you. Susan Powell's here. Hello, Susan.
Afternoon, Maxine. It's changing through the course of the next 48 hours. It's been quite a frosty start to Christmas Eve. We saw some sunshine first thing, but now the clouds piling in. You may have already noticed the wind picking up as well. The biggest change that strengthening wind will bring is some very mild air to sit across the UK for both Christmas Day and Boxing Day. But we will also push in quite a bit of rain to the north of the UK. For Scotland and the northwest of England, a wet afternoon. Some very heavy rain across the higher ground of Western Scotland and Cumbria. Also pretty soggy for Northern Ireland as well, but mild. Our temperatures here 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Further south, some isolated rain for Wales in the southwest. Generally cloudy further east, but a fine afternoon for Christmas Eve. Through this evening and overnight, well, temperatures aren't too much of a concern for Santa on his sleigh. It's a pretty mild night to come as we make our way into Christmas Day. It will also become increasingly breezy, and there's more rain in the forecast for Northern Ireland and Northern England. Quite persistent but reasonably light for Western Scotland, though those downpours getting pretty heavy now. Bear in mind, rain for Western Scotland this afternoon through much of Christmas Day and again on Boxing Day. We could, for some spots, see in excess of 100 millimetres of rain, 4 inches of rain, and that could mean some localised flooding. Notice also the big numbers in the wind arrows across Scotland. It will be a day of strong winds Christmas Day. The quite strong winds also affecting Northern England. It's probably breezy rather than windy, the best way to describe the story. Further south across East Anglia and the southeast, in some brightness. I think it will feel very pleasant actually. For the southwest though, that southwesterly wind direction will plough in more cloud and perhaps some drizzly rain at times too, but it is mild here, 11 degrees already by 9 a.m. The southwesterly wind brings similar fare into Wales. A lot of cloud across the mountains and hills and some outbreaks of rain, and a similar mixture for Northern Ireland. Often rather overcast, outbreaks of rain on and off. But it is Western Scotland that will get the worst of the wet weather, and the north and west of Scotland that could be battered by some fairly strong winds as well. And we're talking here gusting 70, 80 miles an hour, and that could cause some localised damage. Quite interestingly though, Christmas Day temperatures could turn out to be record-breaking. Now, last year it was a white Christmas. Some areas didn't get up above freezing. Christmas Day could be a record-breaker, particularly in Belfast. For 13 degrees will make it the mildest Christmas Day on record. Overnight into Boxing Day, it stays mild. It also stays windy. Another day of strong winds, particularly to the northwest of the UK. More heavy rain for Western Scotland. For the rest of the UK, quite a lot of cloud around on Boxing Day, but actually a reasonable day for getting out and about again. And once again, those temperatures looking very healthy for this time of year. Highs of 12 or 13.